Next this morning, firms are expected to pay out around £7.5 billion in compensation to drivers who were missold cars on finance. The Financial Conduct Authority says more than 12 million deals between 2007 and 2024 will be eligible for this compensation. On average, motorists will receive £829 each. Anders Nilsson is a car finance expert at Carmoola and joins us live on LBC News. Thank you for your time this morning. You've had a bit of time to digest this announcement by the financial watchdog. What do you make of it?
Yeah, so it's clearly been a long time coming, but I think what the FCA have done is try to strike a balance between getting people the compensation they're owed swiftly, but also maintaining an industry that people rely on to buy their cars, so that future car finance agreements are affordable and achievable for people.
Now, earlier, before yesterday's announcement, it had been suggested that 14 million deals would be eligible for this, but that's gone down to 12 million. Does that point to a compromise that the FCA has reached?
They probably have reached some sort of compromise, I'd say, yes. But I think that's due to the fact that they've got to balance the interests of people who genuinely are entitled to the compensation with the industry's ability to deliver that compensation quickly and then move on to provide future loans in a fair and equitable manner.
What do people need to do if they think that they may have bought a car under one of these loan agreements between those years, 2007 and 2024? They think they may be eligible. What should they do? What's the first thing?
So the FCA has said you don't need to do anything, which is technically true because the onus is on the lenders to contact the people that they believe are entitled to compensation based on the calculation and the framework that the FCA has outlined. However, the FCA did also make it clear that people who have already complained are likely to be at the front of the queue when compensation payments happen. So I'd say that if you are in any doubt as to whether you are entitled to compensation or not, complain to your lender, and that'll be logged, and it should mean that you're in the queue, further up the queue, for when the compensation payments finally start to be levied out.
And are you concerned about the prospect of dodgy companies trying to cash in on this, scrupulous adverts claiming to act on behalf of people, but they're actually doing it for themselves? Are you concerned about that?
Yeah, absolutely. I think whenever there's a large sum of money available for people to claim, there's inevitably going to be some criminal activity, some scammers that are going to try to capitalise on that. So the key thing is to, if you get a call from anybody and you don't recognise the person you're speaking to, hang up. Do not give them any personal details. And if anything, go to the FCA website and to find your FCA registered lender and complain directly through that. Don't give your details to anybody who calls you randomly asking for promising to get you vast sums of money in compensation. If it sounds too good to be true, it probably is.
Absolutely. All right, good advice. Thank you very much for your time this morning. Anders Nilsson, a car finance expert at Carmoola there. We've got more details too on that compensation deal announced by the FCA. You can read that now on the LBC app.